Oh, hello there. How are you doing? Welcome to the third quarter in science. Do you know what we're going to discuss this third quarter? Yes, you're right. We're going to discuss the environment and all its living beings. So, come on, let's explore the environment and let us see what we can find out. Open your modules so that we will have our map. Welcome back. As I told you before, we are going to discuss in this unit environment and living things. So let us start first. Your environment is composed of two components. These are the biotic or the living things and the abiotic or the non-living things. So we will focus more on the biotic components of your ecosystem. Meaning to say, we will look upon first the living things that are found on your ecosystem. Now, who can give me an example of a biotic component of our environment? Meaning to say, what are the living things that you can find in your environment? Very good. A frog, a tree, a fish on the pond. What else? Animals, that's true. And of course, we have human beings. So human beings are important also in the environment so that they can survive or the environment will survive. We will look at this time the parts of the human being. What makes a human being survive? Or what are the structure? What are the things that you can find inside the human being? Are you excited? Come on, let's try to look at what are the organs of the human body. So we will discuss today the organs of your body or the different organs that comprises the body. Let me ask you a question. How did you remember your way going back to your house? Why is it that every time we put our hands on a hot object, we pull it away? Or why do we yawn? And why do we sleep? Why are all these things happening to our body? What controls it? Do you know what controls the actions of the body? There is one organ that controls everything, and that is your brain. Your brain is located in the head. It acts as a control system of the body. It is where your emotions are in. When you are afraid, when you are in love, when you are mad, and when you are tired. Your brain controls everything. So it is just like a sort of remote control. Whenever you are trying to move, your brain will ask your hands, your feet to move. When you're tired, your brain will tell your heart to slowly pump. And when you want air, your brain will direct your lungs to inhale oxygen. The brain helps us feel our surroundings. The brain allows our eyes to see things. It allows our nose to smell things. It allows our hands to feel things. So the brain is very important because it is the control system of your body. It is now February, and do you know what we celebrate in February? Yes, it's Valentine's Day. February is also called a love month. Look at our friend. It seems that she is in love. Are you in love? Of course you're not. You're still a child. But do you know that the feelings that we have, the love that we feel, is not really coming from the heart? Where does it come from? Very good. It comes from the brain. But Why are we talking about the heart? Because the heart is also important. The heart is a muscular organ of the body. It is located at the left side part of your chest, and your heart is as big as your fist. The main function of your heart is to carry the oxygen and nutrients throughout the body. So without your heart, the oxygen that we inhale and the food that we eat, the nutrients coming from the food that we eat, will not reach our body. And what will happen if we don't have oxygen in the body? If the nutrients will not go into the body, what do you think will happen? You're right. We're going to be sick. And of course, if we are going to be sick, we could not go to school anymore. So, it is important to take good care of our heart. You know, the heart has two sides. We have the right side and the left side of the heart. Now let us talk about the functions of this side. The right side of your heart carries the blood coming from the body and it brings it to your lungs, where your blood is being oxygenated. The left side of the heart carries the blood coming from the lungs to the rest of your body to give the oxygen that it needs. So, it is very important that both sides of the heart are working properly, and of course, we need to take good care of the heart. So what are the things that we're going to do in order to take good care of the heart? Of course, we need to eat proper diet or proper foods. We should not eat foods that contains a lot of fat. We also need to do our exercise so that our heart will remain healthy and strong. Remember that our heart is responsible for carrying the oxygen and the nutrients of our body. And our heart also never sleeps. It never stops. So while you are resting, your heart is still pumping. While you are sleeping, your heart is still working. So it is very important that we should take care of our heart. Can you list down other things also, or other activities that could help us maintain a healthy and good heart? Write it down on your piece of paper and I'll try to check it out. Another organ in the body that is also important is your stomach or your digestive system. The main function of your stomach or digestive system is to store food and release it at a rate whereby the intestines can process it. It is where the food is mixed and is being grinded into fine chine that increases food absorption. So whenever you eat, all the foods that you are eating goes into your stomach, goes into the digestive system, where it is being chopped into smaller pieces so that nutrients could be absorbed by the body. Your digestive system is composed of the small intestines and of course the large intestines. Now let us look at the function of the small intestines. The small intestines is the part of the digestive system where 90% of our digestion occurs. Meaning to say, when you eat the food, 90% of the food that you've eaten will be digested by the small intestines. Now, I will have a question. Do you know where digestion starts? Very good. It starts in your mouth. So when you start to put it in your mouth, digestion is already starting. But 90% of it is being done on your small intestines. It is the main function of your small intestines. It allows it to absorb all the nutrients of the food that you're taking in. Now, how do small intestines absorb these nutrients? The nutrients are being absorbed because your small intestines has a small tube-like structure. It is just like a straw that when nutrients passes through it, it enters and it is being absorbed by the body. But not all food that we eat are being digested. Have you noticed that when you eat foods that contain fibers, later on it will pass out the same? Or if you eat foods that are hard to be digested, it passes out as it is, as what you have eaten it. So where does this undigested food goes? It goes into your large intestines. Your large intestines is the part of your digestive system that is, of course, large. They are large structure, tube-like structure that removes the undigested food and it keeps them in that area, and later on it will be passed out as a waste material, or commonly known as your feces. So, since your digestive system is very important, we also need to take care of it. So how can we take good care of our digestive system? Can you suggest any ideas that could help your classmates and those who are watching this can also take good care of their digestive system? So, write it down, and again, I'll check it. Feces is not the only waste product that our body excretes. Urine is one of the examples of the waste product that our body excretes. The organ responsible for this is your kidneys. The kidneys are located on the back of the abdomen on either side of the body. Its function is to filter blood and form urine, which is taken out from our body through our urethra. So, one organ that is responsible also for cleaning our body is our kidneys. What the kidneys are doing is that they filter blood. They try to clean the blood. And all the impurities of the blood are being sent to the kidney, and these impurities are being taken away from the body through the form of urine or your pee. So anything that the body considers as excess that is not needed by the blood, they are being placed into the kidney, and the kidney is responsible for excreting this type of waste product. So that is your kidney. Now the organ that is responsible on filtering the blood that is coming out from our digestive tract is the liver. Okay, the liver also detoxifies chemicals and metabolizes drugs. Meaning to say that when you drink medicine, the products of the medicines are being directed towards the liver, and the liver tries to metabolize the drug so that it could function well. So if you are drinking a lot of medicines that are not being given to you by the doctor, that is very, very dangerous because it might damage your liver. So it detoxifies chemicals. At the same time, it metabolizes your drugs. It also produces bile that goes back into the intestine, which feels like a cleaning system of the body. Now, it also cleans our body. The bile also digests or breaks down fats so that the other components of fats that are needed by the body can be absorbed by the intestines. So, this is your liver. And just like the other organs, the lungs is very important because they are responsible for, very good, respiration. Your lungs or the lungs are located on the other side of the upper chest. Respiration is being aided by your lungs. When you speak of respiration, this is the process in which we take in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. So the lungs is very important in order for us to take in the oxygen that the environment is giving. So now that we know the different organs of the body, and of course its functions, we should be responsible in keeping these organs healthy and functioning well. Meaning to say, we need to think of things that would not harm our organs, because if one of the organs is being damaged, then we could not anymore replace the organs. And of course, we need to live a healthy life in order not to allow these organs to suffer. So, I hope that you are doing your best also in taking care of your organs. You're doing your exercise, you're eating well, you're sleeping well. These things would make us not only healthy, but will make us live longer. So this covers our lesson for science. This is the human system. This is lesson 1. We still have a lot of lessons to discuss, and I hope that you've understood what we have been discussing all throughout this video. So, again, keep yourself healthy, and this is your teacher, Sir Francis, saying, have a healthy lifestyle always. God bless, and see you on the next lesson.